Hey there, fart faces. I wanted to talk about fracking for a little bit because it's a hot button issue. When you touch hot buttons, sometimes you get burned. So, fracking, what is it? First of all, fracking was invented or synthesized in 1947, I think, when they drilled a well one time and fracked it, and then fracking was born. But what is fracking? Fracking is the act of drilling a well way down, usually into the shale plate, Marcellus shale plate in the northeast, and then turning the drill bit horizontally, drilling through the shale plate this way. Then you send charges down and they go and they crack the rock. And the rock contains lots of natural gas and stuff that was all compressed from all the little sea creatures that used to roam the earth. You know, millions of years ago, that all gets compressed and they turn into gas. You know, very, very generous of them to do such a thing for us humans, because that's what it was for. They all died so that we could burn them over our campfires. And, anyway, after they blow up the pieces of rock, they shove dirt, well, sand, little tiny bit of sand, and about 98% water, and 2%, chemicals. These chemicals are meant to provide the rock with lubrication so that the gas and everything can move around and, get sucked up more easily. The sand holds the rocks open, the cracks, the little grains get in between the cracks and the rocks can't close and the gas can flow through. Wonderful! Benefits of fracking. Let's see, why do we want natural gas? Natural gas, it burns cleaner, so they say, more efficiently than fossil fuels. And, what else was I gonna say about it? Let's see, cleaner, more efficiently. Oh, and it's widely available. It's a very, very abundant resource in the US especially. We have deposits of natural gas all over the country from one end to the other pretty much. So we've got this huge natural resource of energy that's, was largely untapped until, a few years ago. Say about starting largely in 2000 when the number of wells started shooting up drastically. So we have lots and lots of gas. It would be absolutely wonderful to be able to get off our dependence on foreign oils and off our dependence on petroleum-based fuels, which burn not as efficiently. And also the economic benefits of having homegrown gas right here in the US. We don't have to go through all the shipping, we don't have to go through all the, countries and deals and trading and all that nonsense that normally comes with international trade agreements and all of that lovely paperwork. So we can just do it all right here. So, and in the middle of our energy crisis, of our economic downturn, which, yeah, the economics are still downturning, even though, whatever, the economy's improved, whatever, another issue. So, we have a gas boom, potentially, to stimulate our economy and to bring us back into the playing field, get us back in the game again. It'd be great, right? Yes, it genuinely would. It would be great. This video, to be right up front, I would love for us to be able to use a cleaner, more efficient fuel. Natural gas would fit the bill. Unfortunately, there's issues with it doesn't emit the CO2, so you can say, oh, it burns cleaner because it doesn't emit CO2, but it emits CH4, which some say is worse for the atmosphere. So, I mean, whatever. More research is definitely needed. But I was going to say that where I would love for us to have natural gas and a viable fuel source other than, you know, our petroleum-based fuel sources. I do not like the way that we get it out. I don't like fracking. It is a very messy process. Okay, let's delve into the gritty nitties here. People say, oh, well, fracking is a tried and true method of gas extraction. It's been around since 1947. You know, tried and true, 1947. It's a long time ago. We've had a long time to test this. Well, there's a couple different issues I want to touch on with that. For one, fracking was not widespread at all. It was very, very few wells in the beginning were actually doing fracking. Starting at about 2000, I don't remember if I said this in this video, starting in around 2000, the number of wells shot up drastically, once again, from I think they had less than 1,000 wells drilled in the year 2000, and then by 2008 there were over 12,000. So to say that it's tried and true and we've been fracking for a long time, yeah, we've been fracking for a long time, but not on this scale. And for two, to say that that's a long time, I generally try to think of things in geologic time or evolutionary time. 50 years, 50, 60 years, whatever it is, that is not. Come on. 60 years is not a long time. Geologically speaking, that's a nanosecond. Meow. So, claiming that it's tried and true because we've been doing it for 60 years, 60 years is a nanosecond in geologic time. We have absolutely no idea what breaking and crumbling this shale plate to pieces is going to do in the next 1,000 or 2,000 years, or even the next 100 years. I mean, we're taking one of the most solid, stable, like, plates of rock down embedded into the earth and crumbling it to bits. Now, we've still got tectonic plate activity going on, and our continent is like being crushed from both sides by tectonic plate activity. What's going to happen, and I know this might be a long shot, kind of, you know, whatever, maybe I'm grasping at straws, not necessarily straws, but what is going to happen when that shale plate is crumbled to bits, powderized, and we're still having lots of tectonic activity? Camera, fuck you.